So, an EDC video just for Valley River Arms. An Android. It was a piece of crap when I got it, and it still is, but I backed it in leather and walnut just to mess with all the iPhone users I know who are all, oh, the iPhone has nicer materials, we have aluminum. Well, guess what, fuckers? I have leather and hardwood. Wallet. It's tragically wearing out, need a new one. But inside it, most specifically, yes, my driver's license is there, but I masked it just for all of you. I keep a bobby pin just in case my luscious 8 millimeters of hair need to be pinned down. And a Rander's Adventure Training card just so that I feel like a badass. And if I can get it out, in here, with one hand, in here is a titanium card. Here we are. So, you have an edge here. This isn't really sharp. Bottle opener, and you hold it like that. And it's just a useful little backup to keep on hand. A knife, of course. Despite what Cliff Stamp says, his tests did show that M390 performs reasonably well. It performs well for my applications, so I like it, and it's nicely corrosion resistant. The knife I'm carrying on any given day will change quite readily because I have more than a few knives and I like them, so I switch between them. But a Para-2 is a very common thing for me. At least one of them, CTS-20CP, S90V, M390, or the S30V1. Oh, hey, this mosquito's going to get me if I don't get him first. And then we have a load-bearing beaner. This one's Black Diamond. And this is from an antique Saab. I think this car belonged to my father when I was growing up. I was years and years ago, but it's one of those drop in any mailbox, return it, like anyone would ever do that. A winding key for mags that I don't use anymore. A 6AL4V titanium pry bar, which I think it was STR on Blade Forums made for me. I actually went back and forth with him. I said, I want this pivot to be stronger because normally he drills it so that it's easier to bend, and I managed to talk him into doing it like this because at the time I was doing emergency work, and so I also ground down the edges here so that if I needed to, I could stick it into a lock and twist it and break all the pins and basically enter anything. Thumb ring, which is for archery. If you don't know what that's about, you can Google it. A ferro rod, pretty standard. I think that's the Bunker Junior, the shorter of the bunkers, with a scraper, and I did drill it and put strontium aluminate in there. Ugly, but whatever. Basic craftsman screwdriver, keys to various things that I need to get into, a church key, and of course, most importantly, tactical carbon fiber chapstick holder, where you can either hold it, grip it tight, and pull just the cap off, which I can't do with one finger, or excuse me, with one hand, or you can pull the whole thing out, and because it's in like this, it can't unscrew itself in the pocket and wedge itself all up in the cap, which is nice. And that's sort of my EDC. Car keys I don't keep on my keychain. And that's just sort of how these things go. I guess I could add that I wear, oh, I forgot, a watch. I always wear a watch. For years I played around with divers' watches because I thought they were tough and they looked good. So I had a couple automatics. The Citizen was the shortest lived. Apparently Citizens are total shit watches. Something's being destroyed behind me. I was totally shocked. I've never had a watch as bad as the Citizen. It was one of the eco drives. It would not charge as fast as it discharged, despite the fact that I spent quite a bit of time not only outside but deliberately orienting it towards the sun. The stem on it that you used to adjust was really weak. It was just a bad watch. And finally, when it broke after just a month or two, and it wasn't a cheap watch either, it was a diver's, after just a month or two, it broke, and I said, okay, where can I send it? And discovered that you basically can't get Citizen watches fixed reasonably because the place in the US has a million complaints against it. They don't get work done, they do a crap job, all that. they've stolen people's watches, whatever, and you can't send it back to Japan reasonably to get it fixed either, apparently. So I said, well, I'll go cheap, I'll get a G-Shock and just see what the fuck, and it's been one of my favorite watches ever. It's light, it's accurate, it's reliable, it doesn't need to be reset because it's gaining or losing time. This is the Special Forces version, which is Special Forces because it's Special Forces pink, and if you press the button it lights up pink, which is nice manly color. And yeah, you can see I wear it in the shower, so it has the white scum on it from doing that. But yeah, that's the EDC. That's what goes into any given day. And of course, you've all seen it before. I'm not sure it counts as EDC, but my ring, 6AL4V titanium, billet machined, nothing special, but tough enough to survive wherever I go. And that's it. So, hope this was something people wanted to see. If not, well then, thumbs down it as you always do. And post your hate in the comments down below. Cheers.